It's the biggest show on the planet. No, I'm not talking about Taylor Swift. I'm talking about the NPL, the National Premier League. It's back for another Friday here, live from Rockdale Illidan Sports Ground for the first match of the second round of the National Premier League New South Wales competition between Sydney Youth Football Club and Manly United. My name's John Rizzuto. It's a pleasure to be back here with you on NPL TV once again to call some glorious New South Wales football. Two sides who have gotten off to different starts for different reasons, but are sure to want to carry on their great form that they've showed in the first round of the competition. Manly United getting that impressive 3-0 win in the opening round of the competition, whilst Sydney getting a all-important draw over at the Arctic Circle against the NWS Spirit. Let me run through those sides for you right now as this game is about to kick off. Starting off with the away side, Manly. Levi Kay is back in goals in at number 1. Number 3 for you is Zach Civilgoli. 4, the captain is Jesse Perez. 6 is Saxon Hillier. 8 is Joseph Fox. 10, Harry McGarvey. 11 is Connor Rose. 27 today, and the only change from the starting 11 that beat Rockdale last week is Corey Cronin in number 27. 19 is Alan Agananovich. 39 is Stefano Rosello. And 45 is Bilal Belkadi. On the bench, you've got Peter Keris and Rocco Pele in 25. 31, Jay Coates. 12, Miguel Bolza. And 13, Ezra Palombini, who drops to the bench for Manly. For your Sydney side, who were the drawers last week, Tyler Williams is in at number 3. Joseph Kalasic is number 4. Number 5 is Meliwefa Nkomo. 8 is Lachlan Middleton. 10 is Tiago Quintal. 13, Jacob Pretzetta. 18, Matthew Scarcella. 19, Mitchell Glasson. 21, Zachary De Jesus. 28 is Nathan Amananatidis. 30 is Adam Palasic. On the bench, you've got Dylan Rose, Bailey Callison. 11 is Marin France, 14 is Jared Milton, and 35 Jai Rose, along with Alex Zavadinos in number 40. We are about to get underway here for the first half between City Youth and Manly United, both sporting a very blue strip, so if it gets a little dark, folks, we do apologise if it's hard to tell between the two. It's not often that you see such a colour clash in shirts, but that's the way it is today. The sky blue versus the deep ocean blue of Manly, and it is Sydney running from left to right, I should say. My terrible directions. Left to right across your screen, and Manly running the opposite in this first half. Sydney controlling possession early here. Always fun to watch these youth sides in this competition. So much talent on show, so much ability. And we're very, very happy that the rain, fingers crossed for the time being, has stayed away and shouldn't affect any of the quality that you see here over the next 90 minutes. As that ball just goes out for a throw. Short one now into the corner. Sydney FC really pinning Manly back here. They're trying to fashion an opening. It's still with the sky blue, but they can't fashion any kind of opportunity, and it does go out for the first goal kick of the evening. Levi Kay will be taking it. It's a really good start for Manly in that opening round, one must say. So many changes to the side that has come and gone over the last few years, and they would be really buoyed by that opening round fixture. And they'll fancy themselves favourites here against the youth of Sydney FC, as they go along with this first goal kick. Ignatovich heads back long as Harry McGarvey is nudged in the back. Doesn't get the free kick on that occasion. And then Belkadi is robbed of possession in the middle of the park, surrendering it to Sydney, but his work rate, along with his teammates, is strong, and they win the ball back, but only momentarily. The ball now has come forward to Harry McCarthy. Lovely switch out here now to McCarthy. He's one-on-one with a couple of players. McCarthy goes for goal. Sydney FC defenders manage to cover, and they just send it away out of danger. Great opportunity there for Manly to strike first blood. McCarthy perhaps not quite as decisive as he would have hoped. That's a poor giveaway from the Manly centre half, Zach Sifagoli. Sydney FC just crammed in a corner and they can't get the cross away. Good covering defence there on the Manly fullback. And captain Jesse Pires. He will take the throw. Most of the ball has been camped down that side of the field thus far in this game, but of course only a couple of minutes in. Flicked on forward here. So UFC try to retain possession. They have done well here. The ball's played up field here to Glasson. Trying to hold the ball up nicely. He tries to pirouette away from Pires, but the experienced defender had his man covered and wasn't going to fall for the special effects. All Sydney so far regarding possession. So drop it out here to Tyler Williams, allowing De Jesus to get on the ball. Ball played forward there from McCarthy. Pinched the ball back well, and now an opportunity for United to break. They can't. Ball doesn't quite sit for them. Sydney allowed to reset. Oh, that's a fortuitous pass. Luckily that there was no Manly player in the vicinity, because that could have been a calamitous start for the juniors here. It's not a great touch as well. Manly retain possession. Manly ball again as they harry and win the throw. They opt to go all the way back as far as Kyan goes. Wants to swing it out here to Cronin, getting his first start for the season. He's storming forward. This is a lovely run, but his pass is only to a Sydney player. But Pelcati has won that back really well. Manly can get the ball forward once more. Rosello trying to pull the strings there in the middle, but can't do so. Ignatovic calling for a handball. Would have been harsh on the young Jesus at the back. Middleton dropping it back as far as Williams brings it forward. Nice interchange here between the Sydney right-sided players, but the final pass can't quite stick. And it's into the grateful hands of Kay. It's a long ball forward here by Hilliard. It's fine, McCarthy in the corner. One-on-one here with De Jesus. It's the byline. Does brilliantly well to get around him the first couple of times. It's McCarthy! He hits the crossbar. Agonisingly close to the first goal here at the Sports Centre in Rockdale. Brilliant work from the star man for Manly, but can't quite get it to dip underneath the outstretched arms of the keeper. Had it dipped, I'm not sure Pulisic would have been able to keep it out. McCarthy again. Oh, lovely ball. It's just read brilliantly there in the end. by Scarcella. Really important intervention there. Jesus now. Diagonal ball is blocked from going forward. Nice angle ball here into the path of Quintal, but can't hold it. And he come forward again. Here's Cronin. Ball remains in the field of play here. And eventually he wins the throw. Can't quite fashion an opportunity, but the ball comes back to McCarthy. Audacious. We saw one of those from Manly last week. And on this occasion, it didn't quite have the same pizzazz. Easily grabbed by Pulisic in goals. Sydney FC really looking to control possession. Ball is put forward to Bazzetti, but he can't do much with it either. Hillier almost caught in possession there. Does well to retain it in the end, but Sydney FC do have it back. Well won there. And Manly can break. Nice ball through. It's McCarthy! He can't quite get it on target. Lovely work. There is a late change here in the starting lineup for Manly. There was a number 9 on the field and standing up front. Benjamin Coop, who's in the starting lineup, has now been changed. Apologies, folks, for getting that one wrong at the start. City up long. Cronin brings it down well. Belcowdy brings it through to Coop. It's a nice layoff. And quick reaction time from Coop has won him a free kick. First one for the evening. Manly will fancy themselves a great opportunity here. The size that they have with the likes of Ganovic and Pires. Might be an audacious attempt to go from this far out. We have seen it happen before, obviously. Both McCarthy and Hillier stand over it. Wall set. In comes the free kick. Will be Hillier towards the header there of looked like Connor Rose, but can't quite direct it on target. Sydney look for a quick attack, can't find it. Well cut out. Well, the Manly centre half and Pires. Ball forward here to Coop. He's done well to keep it in. Still got it here, Coop. Finds Hilliard. Tries to get a shot across, can't. And it doesn't break to McCarthy, and now Sydney break away. The run by Anamar Tidis. Fortunately blocked by Pires. Sydney still harrying and tracking their man, trying to get a break. Coop holding it up well here. They win the throw, Manly, as they march forward again. Lovely play here from Sydney. They whip it across, and it falls all the way to De Jesus, but he can't bring it down. Finds Scarcella, looking for an option. You have to reset. Williams plays a nice little ball in. Lovely flick. Chance here for Sydney. Working their way through. Almost a fashioned opportunity. Quintal tries to squeeze it in at the near post, but the Manly defenders come across in time. It was brilliant work between himself and Jacob Brissett. Whipped in towards the far post here. Still with Sydney. Comes back in. Fall to them. Eventually they do fashion a shot. But it was an awkward angle for the volley, and it just skids to the side of the post. Out for a goal kick. But nice work from the home side. As we mentioned, always full of youth and inexperience, but so talented and so good on the ball. Once again, Manly up to go long. The aerial ping pong is eventually brought down. Ball forward to Coop, who could run onto this, but the late rain on the Astro would have definitely sped up the bounce of the ball. Pulisic comes across and deals with it and goals. Concedes a throw. Manly resets. Agnanovic goes into the space for Cronin. We'll keep this in here. Gets to that byline, whips it across. There's Coop, can't quite reach it. And now Sydney break away. Nkomo out on that far left-hand side. Free kick given either way there as two players trip over one another. Benefit to Sydney as they get the ball and bring it forward again. confusion as to what's happening here. Actually, the free kick is taken. Quintale brings it forward. Whips it out well there to Brissett. And then they do win the corner here, Sydney. Here's Brissett. Lovely work again. Dinks it across. Manly deal with it. And McCarthy just plays it away out of danger. Only as far as Scarcella, who can bring it back forward. Switch of play now for Sydney. Just prodding and waiting for that opportunity. Scarcella. De Jesus. Patient play. Here's Middleton now. Evades the pressure from Belcardi. Ball forward wasn't too bad, and Como can pick it up here. Kind of from Connor Rose was a little sloppy, and he managed to get the ball away eventually. As Hillier runs into trouble again, and now City can break free, but the touch from Quintale is too heavy, and it breaks to McCarthy now. He just settles it down for Manly, who are a little flustered, one might say, in these opening exchanges. For another throw here for Sydney as they continually park themselves inside the Manly half. Scarcella now, looking for options. Oh, lovely. Plays himself away from Coop. Growing in confidence with every touch he has. There's Nkomo now, wielding some sort of power. But in the end, retreats. Play here from the home side. They are struggling to break Manly down on this phase of play. The wayside from the Northern Beaches keeping to their shape well and playing on the counter. The ball across to McCarthy is intercepted well, and it comes straight to the goalkeeper. That's where they'll have to be careful here, this Sydney side. With all that possession they have, they won't want to get caught on the break. Ball forward here to De Jesus up against Cronin. He's got the pace on him the first time. Tries to set himself. Needs some options. Drops it back as far as Anamanatidis. After Quintale, his first shot towards the near post is dropped and then bundled over, and a penalty is given. I think only a fair decision. Great officiating there. The shot from Quintale was spilled by Kay. It was ferocious at the near post. A wet ball is always hard to gather that low. And the first person to react there looked to be Mitchell Glasson at first. And he got in front of the defender. It looked like Jesse Perez, who's the one who's conceded the foul. Actually, it's Alan Aganovic in the end. And the referee didn't hesitate to point to the spot. And the joyous home fans on the hill here at Rockdale are moments away potentially from celebrating the first goal of the evening. Does look like it will be Quintal to take, up against Levi Kay. For the opener, Quintal, beautifully done, unsavable, bottom corner. Sydney FC with a well-deserved lead. They leave Manly United 1-0 here at Rockdale. And the fans are well in voice today. Probably not quite the size of the concert that's happening over at Homebush, but definitely got as loud a voice here. And they have reason to celebrate because their side have been magnificent in the opening exchanges of this round 2 clash between the two sides. Manly with a bit of soul searching to do. You know what they say? Nothing like a goal against you to rejuvenate your ambitions. However, they gift the ball away easily here, and Scarcella looks for options forward, but chooses to reset. This has been a very, very well-disciplined performance. Brissett now dropping it back. I do apologise, I got his name incorrect the first time, and I've heard that's been happening for a few years. Apologies to anyone who's been annoyed by that. We'll make sure that we get it right moving forward. Carvey trying to find a way forward, can't do so. Here's Quintal trying to produce a pass out wide, can't do so. Oh, lovely flick here from Middleton. Manly's away of it. The Valley runs into a strong tackle there. And concedes the throw. Sydney just dominating in every facet at the moment. There's a little bit of a curse of the commentator for you there. Though, as the pass from Quintal, the goal scorer, is just nudged out of play, which I'm sure he won't be happy with. However, the goal to his name will bring a smile to his face, but still plenty of work to be done here as we reach the halfway points in this first half. Manovic just goes long over the top to no one in particular, though, and it's Williams who can bring it forward. Probably wins the free kick, does win the free kick. Coop going into the back of him. Not happy with the decision from the referee there, Coop, but I don't think he has too much arguments. Here comes Sydney again, and Como can't quite find Brissett. Rez goes long. Rose brings it down. Hillier then ends up losing it. Still going here, Sydney. Drops it back to De Jesus, who picks it up. And they do have to end up retreating back. The movement here is just excellent from Sydney. A little maybe overzealous on that occasion. Chance for the counter here for Manly. Here's McCarthy. He's well tracked. Ball does break its way across here to Hillier, who can find Cronin, who's got some space to work with. He's got Coop in the middle. Just drills it straight into Williams, who'd come across. Offside is called there for Manly. I think that sort of compounds the opening half an hour that they've had. despite the opening chance for Manly, it's been slim pickings for them since then. McCarthy shot onto the crossbar, the only time Pulisic has had any kind of heart murmurs. Riley working hard, can't win it. And then it's fired out to Prezet here. One-on-one with Pires. Prezet, oh, that's lovely. Here he goes to the byline, tries to whip it across. Only as far as Sifagoli. Borderline foul throw, but good to see that it was played on. Sydney reset again. They've just done so well at seeing the danger and choosing when and where to make those attacks. Here's Glasson bringing the ball forward, holds it up well, keeps it in for the time being. Eventually it does go out of play, and the official on the sideline does say that it goes out of play. Played forward up to Coop, and he's absolutely collatted by Williams in the back. Referee opts to allow Manly to play on. Here's Hillier into the path of McCarthy. Rides a couple of challenges, is still going. That's lovely work here from McCarthy. They need him to be more involved, Manly, if they're to strike back. Here's Rose, go up against Nkomo, and then can't find that final ball to someone in the box. Stays in the field of play, so City can break relatively quickly here. Here's Amanahartidis. Brissett into Nkomo. He gets towards the byline, tries to feed it into Quintal. That's Glasson's in the middle was the better option. Comes back to Middleton. It's Garcella. Quintal manages to just do enough to get it out to De Jesus. Nice touch again. Cronin momentarily stopping them from moving forward. And then concedes the throw. Come this side. Left Raz, 1v1. Good work from Cronin there to win the throw. Long throw comes towards Coop. Touches it around Williams, but the centre half does exceptionally well. And then eventually wins the free kick. No advantage played by the referee. Marcelo with the first inaccurate pass for his game today. Long ball forward from McCarthy is very, very far away. Not even Usain Bolt would have called that one. Pulisic just allows his defence to reset, and Sydney break clear again. This ball forward into the path here of Anamahartidis. Grips it across to Glassons, box to Quintal, and then blocked away by Perez. Then again to Middleton, still Middleton, and Manly continuously get in the way. Sifagoli with a triple block there, and Como whips it in, and then headed away from Perez. Manly surviving a triple scare. The Sydney push. free kick is given here as Benjamin Coop pitched the ball. I think the first yellow card is going to be brandished. I believe that's being shown to Tyler Williams at centre back. Zaganovic now. Cronin running a couple of challenges. Doing well to break forward. He's got no support, though, as Sydney continuously harass him. Brilliant work, though, to skip away from multiple challenges. Tries to feed it through to McCarthy. Can't do so. And they still have it. Here's Connor Rose. Oh, lovely ball into the path of McCarthy. This is Manly's chance. Still Manly's opportunity. And then he goes to ground a little too easy for liking for the referee, McCarthy. And Sydney FC escape much better from the away side as they finally crack open this Sydney defence. McCarthy didn't really have the time to set himself for the shot. Pulisic covered ground really well and smothered any kind of opportunity of a shot with more vigour and more power. And they survive a momentary scare, the home side. Perhaps that will rejuvenate the away side. Here's McCarthy again. Looking for options. He's run into a couple of challenges. Lovely work there, though. Working with Kabaki. Here's Manly's opportunity again. It comes across the face of goal. Falls to Hillier, who just gets underneath it and slices it high. Well over the goalposts. 2 points or 3 points in another competition, but not in this one. But again, Manly starting to probe this Sydney defence when they've got the ball. McCarthy getting more and more involved, trying to find a way through. Zello's ball across before, just couldn't find Cooper McCarthy in the box. Pulisic goes long. And McCarthy just flips this forward. Coop is there. Pulisic, confident with the ball at his feet. This is a nice long ball. Agnanovic has done well to track the run of Glasson. Caddy calling for the ball, doesn't get the throw. Sydney harrying, trying to win the ball back. Oh, well done there from Anamatidis, but he doesn't win the free kick. De Jesus. Just resetting here for Sydney. They lose their way ever so slightly defensively. Lovely ball into Middleton, but his pass isn't of the same quality. Manly go long up to Coop, but his touch just a little shy of what it needed to be. Marcella tried to find Quintal, but his touch too, not what was warranted. Here's McCarthy now. Here's Belcardi, firing it out to Rose, doesn't find him. And Como pinches it. And here's Quintal trying to go around Pires. No free kick given here. And then well cut out there from Stigoli. Then his pass is intercepted by Scarcella. Oh, lovely touch here from Brezet. Glasson still going. It's right covering from Valcardi. And now Manly break with Hillier to McCarthy. Tries to play it towards Coop, does so. Doesn't get the bounce he's after. That's the one they were looking for. McCarthy's pass, though, to Rosello. Not the answer. They're continuously holding the ball here, Manly. Getting a bit more physical on this Sydney team. McCarthy tries the 1-2. And here's his opportunity now for Sydney to break. It's Glasson. He's got Quintal through the middle. And it's an all-important touch from Agnanovic. Because Quintal was in. Hillier gets his body in the way and wins a free kick off Scarcella. Okay, goes long. And it was one from De Jesus. And Scarcella turns well away from Coop. Here's Nkomo. Nice to go round Rose. Can't do so. Wins the wins the throw, though. Nice touch there from Coop to find Belcati, and he's fought well to win the ball. McCarthy's made his run. McCarthy one-on-one here with Jesus, who looks to get it back on that right. It's McCarthy! Calling for a little deflection. It will be a corner here for Manly. Corner slow to be taken here. As McCarthy goes across to it. Comes McCarthy now. 5 minutes left of regular time in this first half. Can Manly get the goal? It's whipped in towards the back post. It's over everybody. It's cleared only as fine as Hillier, who tries to shoot. It breaks for Glasson now, who can speed away, and he's got pace. Glasson has gotten away from Hillier. Glasson's got Quintal in support. What's he will do here? Quintal goes across to Nkomo, who's joining the attack. Nkomo across the face of goal. Drops to Glasson again, and once again it's Scully in the way. Haven't they relied on him in the final moments here? That's a lovely ball into the path of Glasson. He's onside here, gets across, has people in the middle, does find eventually a finish, which isn't put away by Anamartidis. And Sydney FC squander a glorious opportunity. Here they are still on the ball, though. Scarcella. Boy, would they like that opportunity again. The Sky Blue. De Jesus makes a nice run. One-on-one with Cronin again. He's gone around a couple, still going here. Has to drop it to Scarcella. Middleton. Now going wide to Brezet. Still going here, Brezet. Getting to that byline, but can't find the cross. But can find a corner. What can the Sky Blue conjure up here? As mentioned before, there's a lot of height in this Manly team. It'll be interesting to see what they can produce. They go short with the corner. Trying to find that ball across. That's nice. It's eventually flicked on there. Not with much power, unfortunately. Korlasic was up there first to it, but he just couldn't quite flick it goalwards. Good enterprising stuff, though, from Sydney as they remain in the lead, courtesy of a penalty dispatched by Tiago Quintao. It's Scarcella who can bring it forward. He's got room to move into. Scarcella still going. Scarcella! Straight down the throat of Levi Kay, who's grateful because the ball was travelling. He goes long here up to Rose. Can't quite find him. There's an opportunity now for Sydney to break again. Can't quite fashion the opportunity there. And they pinch a late goal for this half-time whistle. Not on this occasion, though, as Manly do well to cover. Oh, lovely ball forward, and Rose has done exceptionally well. Here's Rose! Oh, wonderful strike. He's incredibly unlucky. Had absolutely beaten Pulisic at the near post with an absolute thunderbolt, only to be denied by the upright. And for the second time in this match, Manly are not friends of the woodwork. De Jesus, lovely ball to the path of Glasson here, who's got plenty of space to work into. Here's Sydney's chance. Glasson, little heavy touch. Quintao! 2-0! Sydney FC, right on the stroke of half-time. It's a sucker punch blow. Manly only seconds ago hit the upright through Connor Rose. And then a quick kick-off is punished. It's a lazy defensive line. Glasson is onside. Gets it to Quintao, and he has his second. And again, one might say, a deserved second for Sydney, who have really come to play here tonight. Manly with work to do, but Sydney heading back to the dressing room with big smiles on their faces. It's Sydney FC 2, Manly United 0. And it's certainly going against the form guide thus far. With just a minute of added time added on. Sydney, you would think, will survive. They will survive, I will say, until the whistle is blown, and they will head to the sheds feeling delighted after an astounding 45-minute performance in this first half. Still work to be done, though. They won't want to let this great first half go to waste in the second. Manly will certainly have to come out firing after an extremely slow start to that one. Can count themselves a little unfortunate, hitting the woodwork a couple of times. But outside of that, it's been all Sydney FC, and they've deserved their leave. Plenty of action left in this second half for you listeners and viewers to watch. We're looking forward to bringing it to you here. We're back shortly on NPL TV for the second half between Sydney FC and Manly United. 45 minutes to play here at Rockdale Illidan Sports Centre for round 2 between Sydney FC and Manly United. If you're just joining us, the form guide has been thrown out of the window. The young Sydney FC side have taken Manly to town in the first 45 minutes, stretching out to a 2-goal lead thanks to a double from Tiago Quintal, first from the penalty spot and then just a minute out from the end of the first half. And now there's going to be, you would think, a real game in our hands. Manly are certainly going to come out and play. And Sydney are going to have more opportunity off the back of that. Looks like a double change for Manly to start the second half. Peter Kokeris is on number 7. And he is joined by number 16, which I will get for you shortly, as I've just lost my internet connection. But was Manly get us underway? Connor Rose going high with Nkomo. No changes for Sydney in the start of the second half. Here come Manly really harrying and pressing Sydney into a mistake. An attacking change, no doubt. Played forward there by Middleton. Doesn't go to a teammate. Manly retrieve possession. Okay, goes long. Only finds Nkomo. Drops into the path here of Middleton. Tries to find Brissett, but he was a little flat-footed, the winger. Pavlovic sends it long. But it's well dealt with by Pires in the air. Oh, lovely attempt there from Coot. Can't bend it in that near post. So that far post, I should say. New play on is Zayn Aluwalia. Manly with a great opportunity. Oh, that's a heavy touch there from Middleton. Brissett brings it forward. He's trying to slow him down. Doesn't do so. Lovely reverse path into the path here of the new player on for Sydney FC, Bailey Callaghan. There has been a couple of changes for Manly as well. Bailey Callaghan is on. Oh, with a couple others which we'll get to you. Here he is again. Dylan Rose is on as well. In replacement of Scarcella. And Marin France is on as well. So a big change up top and in the centre of the park for the home side. Cuddy. Oh, with a loose touch. So get rid of it quick. And hoof long. Coop does well. Aluwalia now. Lovely pass here to Cronin. Coop's in the middle. It's drilled across. There's no one there. It's a lovely ball. But no one can keep up with the speedy winger out on the left-hand side. Pavlicic goes long. Pires is up again. Rose keeps it in well. Ekaris is trying to find it, and he wins the ball nicely. Belcati now. Kekaris is brought down there by Rose. Dylan Rose, that is, for Sydney. You know, rather hard tackle. I think it was more the force of the tackle, which was deemed to be the reason the free kick was given, more than the actual foul. Eventually the ball comes in from McCarthy all the way to the back. Well dealt with there by Kalisic. Needed to, as Pires was coming round the back post, looking for essentially a free shot on goal. Manly do have the corner though. What can they produce here, Manly? Can they get this game back within their grasp? Not on that occasion, as I pause momentarily for Agnanovic going high. Oh, this is nicely done from Sydney. Oh, brilliantly done. That's a new player on in Gyros. Still going here, Gyros. Just ran out of room. And Cronin comes across and deals with it, and he runs away. He can't win the ball, and it's picked off nicely here. Drilled across the face of goal, but Goalie is there. And then Coop does well to win the free kick on the pressure from Williams. McCarthy stopping there, expecting the free kick to be given. It wasn't. The referee will come back for the free kick here. The foul on Brissett. I don't think that they'll look to load the box here, the home side. Really their style, you would say. Zincomo tries to flick it around the corner to Middleton. Brissett. So dangerous on the ball. Here's Brissett trying to find that opening. Brissett! Oh, it's whiskers wide. Kai well beaten. Had he taken that shot maybe a millisecond before, that was creeping inside that far upright. A wonderfully gifted midfielder has given the Manly captain, Jesse Pires, all sorts of trouble this evening. Still 2-0 though here. Well, I may have said that Brissett had given Pires a bit of work to do this evening. The experienced defender quickly showed his quality after that. Here's McCarthy trapped in a corner, wins the throw. Asking for a foul throw. Not often you see those called at this level. Ball is thrown in and headed on by, look to be there, Kekaris, but he can't find a play in return. There's Brissett. And Como tries to flick it on, can't do so. Manly still trying to break free, and they finally do. This is for Goalie now. Finds McCarthy. Goes long over to Coop. It's a bit overhit. He'll retain this in, you'd think, the striker just. And then does well to win the throw. Handball not given. It was hit at him very hard and very fast. So you'd think perhaps he would have been a little harshly treated if the free kick had gone against him, the Sydney player. That one will be a free kick, though. Lovely ball into Brezette. Touch just lets him down at the key moment, and now Manly can stride forward through Rose. The right winger went agonisingly close himself before Sydney found the second goal. And that's a poor giveaway there from Belcardi, but then Perez is in well to stop the charging run of Marin France. Certainly looked a little bit more dynamic in that centre midfield with the introductions of Olawalia and Kekaris Manly. Still haven't found the opening against a high-pressing Sydney FC. Here's McCarthy now, who turns and goes, looking for options. He goes to Rose out onto the far-hand side. Rose whips it in first time. There's Cooper at the back post! But brilliant covering there. It looks like De Jesus. Eventually the offside is given against Coop. Slow retrieval here from Pavlicic as he has the clock to wind down. Once again, not opting to go short here, Sydney. They don't want to put themselves under unnecessary pressure. Had a one initially by Callahan, but doesn't stay in the field of play. Launched forward here. Nice flick on there by Callahan. It falls favourably for Manly. Nice layoff there between Coop and Kekaris, but Coop might have thought he was slightly offside before making that run. He didn't chance his arm like we thought he would there. Rosette just runs himself into trouble. Now he's in a foot race with Kekaris. Rose on the byline. Goes around Brezette. Thought he would have won the free kick there. Doesn't get it. It was certainly a shove from Brezette, but not enough to warrant a foul. Sydney tried to play out from the back. Doesn't work. Manly end up forcing a throw inside the Sydney half. Walia, Magnanovic, can't find anybody, and now Williams can stride forward, tries to find a teammate but can't do so. Manly set themselves well. Long ball here from Sisfagoli into Connor Rose, but he's touched off his torso, spins out of play. Have another goal kick. Strong header there. The goalie The FC getting tangled with one another. And then Coop slips over as the ball's played behind him. There's an opportunity now. Nice ball over the top here from Middleton. And then a free kick here for Sydney in a very good position. Naganovic guilty of being too forceful. Getting there slightly late. It looks like Bailey Callahan is, or Marin France, I should say, is the player that he went toe-to-toe with. And took a big knock, the substitution. And he's won his side a free kick, almost won his side another penalty. It's just outside the 18-yard box. What will they do here now, Sydney? Will they have a go? It's a little wide out, and it's difficult to whip over the wall from there. I think Levi K will see it as it comes through. Here it comes now. It's whipped towards the near post. Oh, it's our post. I should say it's not a bad effort there from Nkomu. Manly survive another scare. You think a third goal for Sydney would certainly give them the opportunity to see them go all the way and win this. As Levi K lets it roll pretty much onto the goal line with a miscontrolled touch. And Kekeris with a really pull ball forward as Manly struggle to fashion an opportunity. Coop is working hard, willing his teammates on. He's not happy with the effort that's been shown for the most part. Sydney bring it forward, another throw. Opt to go back here, Sydney. Como. Brissett. Doesn't quite work out between the two of them as they get a little too tricky for one another. To harry and win the ball back there, and then there's a little kick out there from Middleton on Kekeris. There has been a substitution in all of this, by the way. It was the world's sneakiest one. It was right in front of us. We're not too sure when it happened, but on comes Miguel Borza for his first few minutes of the season. Still the goalie gets very close to losing the ball there. Oluwalia now. Cronin. Stuck on the byline, does well to keep the ball going, tries to get the quick throw. The referee wants to have a word first and actually offers the free kick the other way. Another substitution there for Manly. Benjamin Coop is taken off. Looks like he was the man that Borza has replaced. McCarthy drops up top. Here's Sydney now in an advanced position. Trying to find a way through here. Oh, it's brilliantly done. Here comes Sydney FC. Can they get the ball across? It's there. Almost finds its way through. Here's Brissett trying to find an opening, and he can't whip it in the far post. It just couldn't be turned in when it needed to be turned in. It was a great run by Marin France. His ball across was delectable too. Couldn't quite find anyone on that 6-yard line to tap it home. Manly opting to go along with this goal kick. Time very much becoming the enemy ever so slowly for them. And now they can bring it forward. Finding Brezet here out on the touchline. Goes back inside again. Goes to 1-2 with Middleton. Still Brezet trying to find an opening. Goes for the shot again. Maybe a little greedy on this occasion. Manly can't break though. Still harrying here. Ball forward there from Rose is not to McCarthy. Here they come, Sydney. Nice run here from France. Tries to win the free kick, but Perez is deemed to have won the ball. Miles up. Brings it forward is Kakaris. Just runs it out of play. It's not a good touch. He's trying his hardest, the Manly midfielder, after coming on at half-time, but so far to no avail. Doesn't have the same energy of runners around him. Como. He just goes over the top here to Brezet. Does well to bring it down. Tries to go around for goalie, but he's too strong, the centre-half. This is a nice run here from Perez, still going. But it's Middleton that wins it. Back very well. Advantage is played. Here's France now. Switched out well here now, Sydney. Callahan is in the box, doesn't use him, tries to go to Rose. Still going here, breaks to Middleton, who's got some room to work in. Goes straight out to Brezet, they know how dangerous he is. One-on-one with Perez here, whips it across the face of goal, and there's just no one there. It was perhaps a little too hard, it was more of a shot than it was a cross. Poor Callahan wasn't going to get there, it was probably a little bit too close to the goal line for any on-rushing player to tap that one home. Sydney are looking dangerous here. Third goal seems ominous at this stage. Ball played forward here. Good pressure again from Callahan up top, winning the throw. Rose wins the head up. Okadi into Kekaris, drops it back to Alawalia. Goes long over the top to Cronin, but that's just going to go out of play once again. Manly just not finding their passes. The low percentage plays not coming off for them. Throw there from Sydney, they get away with it. He's played it in there to Borza, and then it's hoof long. But the goalie is there. Only as far as France though. Here's Brezet now, plenty of room, one-on-one with Perez. Here's Brezet, goes back on the right side, but So if a goalie again is in front of that. Is Middleton trying to win it back. Gets it out to Rose. Back to Middleton. Goes out wide now. And Sydney just reset. Here's Gyro still going, but just can't get the final touch as it's nicked away from his feet. Man, we just have to go long again, up to McCarthy, but he's not winning the ball there again. Now they bring it forward here. It's Williams on a darting run. Williams into the path of Brissett, but Piriz was across and covered well. Balzer, nice touch here away from Nkomo. He's on his own here. Needs some sort of support. Ty Williams is back to cover really well. Long throw into the park of Belcardi. Tries to go towards McCarthy, but can't get there as it's hoofed clear. Kulisic. Nice work from Bowser. Into the path of McCarthy. Back to McCarthy. Just can't get the shot away. Sydney press, and now they break away, but man, France can't find the touch to allow them to do so. Alawalia now. Kekaris losing out there. Now they can break, but he does win the free kick. Some overzealous kneeing and needling on the feet. That's what gives the free kick away. This will be kept in here by McCarthy. Onside as well. Tries to win the corner, but he can't. Sydney come clean. And they just go long. That's easy work for Aganovic. Yep, and I believe the offside flag will be raised here. Cronin caught a yard off, and that'll very much frustrate the Manly coaching staff. Still time here, though, for Manly to get something out of this game with 20 minutes remaining. We're just shy of that now. Here's on Pavlicic was a little awkward, but works out in the end. Still going here, City. They've done really, really well. And then they couldn't decide who wanted to take the ball, both Callaghan and France. The audacious was attempted by Sifagoli. And then Pavlicic is going to bring out the gamemanship. A little early, one might say, but tiring out his opponent by forcing him to press. Clearance goes high in the air. And he's been kept in here initially. Manly win the throw. To the on-rushing pass here of Kekaris. Into the path of Cronin. Tries to leave it there. McCarthy does. But then loses out. Manly win the ball, though. It bounces their way. His ball's up. Looking for that pass into the path of McCarthy. But it's again Williams there at the heart of the defence. Easily cuts it out. That being said, his pass is given away. And now Manly break through with Kekaris. Still going in Kekaris, but it's Williams again. Who's made the tackle and lost it. Here's that chance now, but Pavlicic is Johnny on the spot and comes out and collects it easily. No one really in an ocean blue shirt on hand to put any kind of pressure on. That's not a great pass there by Rose. He gives it away, but he's fortunate that he's not punished for it on that occasion. And they go long again. Rose putting the pressure on Nkomo, who will just use his strength to shield the ball really well. And gets it up to Brissett, who's got time to turn and go now. Looking for that pass and eventually finds it. Rose has got some work to do to get to it, so does Cronin. Oh, brilliantly done by Cronin, getting in front of the winger and winning the ball. He needed to, because if he didn't, Sydney were in for their third. But that's a poor giveaway there from Perez. Here's Brissett, ran himself into trouble, but the fleet-footed winger, once again, proving very difficult to win the ball off. France to Middleton. They spread it wide to get the cross in. There's Brissett at the back. Callahan rose the highest but didn't get there. Comes back in from Nkomo, but he can't find the target man. And now they go long. Williams is sensible under pressure. Nkomo runs himself into a bit of trouble and then wins the throw. No, he doesn't. Manly given the throw as we get looks to be another interchange. It is Belcardi coming off for Palombini. It's been a tough night for the holding midfielder. He's been involved in everything. Just hasn't really fell his way on a number of occasions. Space now for Bowser to move into and run forward with. Cuts. Finds the new man on the field in Palombini. They've certainly looked a little bit more adventurous in this second half, Manly. They just haven't found the consistency. And this is the opportunity now for Brissett, who is onside. Needs the bounce. Gets it. Definitely touches his hand. He's unlucky. It just bounced up awkwardly. He missed the initial header when required. Now Palombini finds Kekeris. Showbirding turn. Still going. Lovely work. Kekeris on his own. Kekeris tries to find the far right-hand corner. Can't do it on that occasion. Great save by Pavlicic. Alawali still going here. The referee is eventually going to give the free kick. He was trying to play the advantage. Manly were not wanting a bar of it. They just wanted the free kick. And now they have themselves an opportunity, 25 yards or so out from goal. If the time was to strike, if they want anything out of this game, particularly 3 points, certainly now would be a prime opportunity. Fine save before as well from Pavlicic, pushing it wide. Not back into the field of danger. Bowser is over this. What can he do? Bowser! It's not bad in terms of the hit, but the direction was always a little askew. Certainly gave it a lot of welly. But unfortunately, that's extra wheat bix. Sent it flying over the crossbar. Here's Jai Rose now. Hilton's touch over the top. Didn't quite work out. Oh, Bowser now trying to find a way forward. Rose was offside, so he couldn't go to him. And then he eventually is crunched in a tackle. Going long here to Callahan. Manly defence is sharp. Now to Brissett. Trying to find a run of a player down the line, but it's rolled out of play because no one was there to chase it. Despite two class first goals in the first half. It's been a lot quieter so far in this second one. Sydney not pushing forward as much as they were. Manly not being able to tie together the necessary passes to fashion an opportunity. There's Brezet. There's Alawalia. Will eventually get the ball forward. That's a nice sweeping ball there from Piriz. Out to McCarthy now. Comes back on the inside. McCarthy! Great save, Pavlicic with his legs. Got down low and just smothered it. Goes all the way to the corner for Manly. They still keep it in. Here's Palombini now. Piriz, the captain, tries to go forward but can't do so. And now Sydney break into the path of Jai Rose just to just stop it as he goes. Brezet lays it back as far as Rose, and then eventually the free kick is given. No advantage played. As we just get past the 80-minute mark. Manly with 9 minutes to save this one or so. Plus added time. And I am excited to say, folks, for the first time since I've called a game here on NPL TV, there is actually the introduction of the fourth officials board, which I haven't seen yet, so it's great to have that here on these games so that we can give you the correct time that's added on at the end of the game. I don't think we'll be getting the likes of Premier League minutes added on at the end of the game or international football just yet. There's not been too many stoppages in this one either, as Kay waits forever to get rid of that. Here's Brezet now. Here he is again on the ball, and Como. Sydney just trying to wind down the clock, keeping possession. They've done it so effectively tonight. Manly trying to force the press, force the error. They do well as if a goalie brings it down. Rose tries to lay it off to Palombini, but he's not in the area. So he continue to just work tirelessly to get the ball back. This ball is launched forward only as far as the goalkeeper's grateful hands. Como and Ekarez jousting, no free kick given either way. There's Alawali, he's had the ball pinched, and Brezet now can break. Still going here. Finds it out now to Callahan. He's got players left and right, tries to go himself and just goes straight down the keeper's throat. He had France beaming down on the right-hand side. Cut the wrong way. Long ball forward from Piriz. It's nicely weighted. Here's McCarthy storming into the box. Can't find a way forward though once again. They've done so well, Sydney, at just neutralising his threat after the opening few minutes where he looked really, really strong. And so confident on the ball, these young players. Williams striding forward, tries to find Rose. Passes under hit. Manly now, they have to push forward. Here's Bowser as he just rolls around Middleton. Fresh pair of legs, allowing him to skip past easily. Brilliantly won there, though, from Middleton on his opposite number in McCarthy, but can't quite fashion a counter-attack. Manly come forward with Bowser all the way to the back post. And Como just has to drop it back. Alawali. And then Piriz's touch has let him down as well, as it's just shanked clear from the Sydney FC defenders. Resetting now. The Manly attack, as well as the Sydney defence, doesn't work out for Manly on that occasion again as the long ball is cut out. And now France brings it forward. He's got players in space. Looks like he hit Agnanovic on the hand. Wasn't called. Sydney still going here and wins a free kick. Tireless work from these young Sydney players has put them in really good stead. They haven't looked as strong as they have in the first 45, but boy, have they worked hard to preserve this lead as the substitution is made. Jared Middleton is coming on in replacement of Jacob Brissett. What a game he's had. What a future he has as a Manly maker substitution. Pele is on, replacing number 11 for you, Connor Rose. Late changes from both sides. Perhaps that will either solidify the 3 points that are on offer here for Sydney, or allow Manly to salvage an unlikely draw at this stage. Sydney just playing with the ball here. Lovely one-touch football as they come forward. There's that substitute now, Middleton. Finds Callahan, but he just cut back into traffic. Ball does go to play for a Manly throw. Manly trying to find something. They go long again. Again, Sydney deal with the threat rather comfortably. Bowser turns well and eventually wins the free kick as his legs are nipped at one too many times. Bowser plays it forward to McCarthy, can't find him. Sydney again will take the opportunity to waste some minutes. Nice ball forward here to France. Hand did well to eventually chest it over. This is for goalie, but the defender was wise to turn. Oh, this is a nice ball up the top here, and it's well dealt with again at the back. Agnanovic had pushed forward. Nice ball in here now to Kekaris, who's onside. Is this the opportunity Manly have been searching for? Across the face of goal, and it isn't turned in. That was the moment to perhaps just unsettle the ship. But it wasn't taken. McCarthy just couldn't keep it down. Lovely work. Kekaris remained onside. It wasn't an easy finish despite how close McCarthy was. He was coming onto it at a rate of knots, including running onto the ball that was coming at an equal speed with defenders around him. But needless to say, it's a big miss in the context of this game. Balzer just tries to hoist it forward. Cronin will chase, but Pavlicic will just let it roll out of play, and will spend all the time in the world getting this ball back. The referee is coming across to force him to hurry up, doing his best to make it look like he's hurrying to take this goal kick. As we approach the final minute of regular time. Here's Rose, back to Nkomo, dips it over the top to Middleton. Heads it forward. Callahan's not offside here. Certainly thought he'd strayed at least a yard off. In the meantime, the play continues. France has kept this in. Still going, man, France. Lovely ball over the top. And then the header. And Callahan just went the wrong way. Just perhaps overshot his run. He was desperately unlucky. About to have the minutes go up on the board. We'll have 3 minutes of out of time. I love that. That has made my day, folks. Out of time. Without me having to guess. 3 minutes is all Sydney FC have to do to hang on here. Alawalia just has to nudge it away as he had both Callahan and Rose in company. This will be another slow throw. You would think now that the home side will secure a famous victory here at Rockdale. For Manly, it's back to the drawing board. A really impressive opening day victory. It's unfortunately been burdened by a lesser of a performance in this second round fixture. Just goes to show that you're only as good as your last match. This one will come back for a free kick on Palambini. Not opting to load the box here. You would have thought perhaps they would throw it forward. Here they come now. And here it comes over the top. They look for Anganovic. Let's come through to McCarthy, and he can't keep it in. And it's met with a joyous cheer from the Valiant supporters out on the north side of the ground. Wildlife for you as well, folks. Time just eking away now. Both sides looking towards the sheds. Looking to get the boots off at this stage. Balzor can't move forward. Now he has an opportunity to do so again. This will probably be the last attack, you'd think. Can't wiggle his way through, wins the throw. Gets it underway quickly. Referee has another look at the watch. Could be for the final time. So for goal, he goes long. It's flicked over the top. So Ganovic is trying to get there. Can't do so. And it goes out for a goal kick. And it won't be taken because that is full time here between Sydney FC and Manly United. It's a great victory for the young Sky Blues, who get their first win of the season and were thoroughly deserving of all 3 points. 2 goals in the first half is all that separates the two in the end. Both from Tiago Quintao, one from the spot and one just a second before that first half whistle. In the second half, folks, it was not as crisp, one might say, between the two sides. Manly pushed and tried to find that all-important goal and equaliser and potentially winning strike, but it just didn't click for them today. Whereas Sydney's big changes at half-time saw out the danger, didn't push too hard and didn't search for more opportunities. There was a couple from Jacob Brissett going close, but other than that, it was a pretty tame second half, but it's exactly what Sydney wanted, and they run away with an important 3 points. That's all we have time for here for you today folks, here on NPL TV. We really hope you enjoy the remaining matches that are coming tomorrow across New South Wales. There's plenty of key fixtures, which I'm sure you'll all be excited for, and I'm looking forward to watching them myself, and also bringing more of them to you over the course of the next few weeks. Football is well and truly back here on NPL TV. This is the final time from Rockdale, Illidan. Sydney FC 2, Man United 0.